hoping that, after watching that video, maybe hearing about that Kristopher was coming here, that you might have some questions for Kris. And before we do that, I just want to explain, once again, what Kristopher's trying to do. Canada's got a serious problem. We have one of the lowest rates of organ and tissue donations in the whole world. And that's very sad. We as Canadians do not like being at the bottom of anything. So what we're trying to do through Kristopher is get Canada to the top where it belongs, and we can have the highest rate in the whole world, not the lowest. So we're after the goal, and Kristopher is accomplishing that by reaching the students. See, what he's doing is he's gathering students right across Canada, and it's going to be through the students that the message is going to be carried. We can't depend on the adults anymore. We got to do it. The students got to do it. And so that's what he's trying to lead right across the country. So far he's been in 7 provinces: Ontario, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Alberta, BC. We just finished Newfoundland. We're going through Nova Scotia. He's visited 150 schools. His mission is to inspire every Canadian in that province to become an organ donor. And he's also trying to get a girlfriend in every province. He hasn't got one in Nova Scotia yet. So anyways, with that, we want to see who that first brave person is that usually raises their hand when we say, is there any questions that somebody might have? And your principal's going to recognize you. Come on. There we go.
Good.
Hey. Having spent so much of your life in and out of the hospital, how do you feel that it's affected you? Do you think that you've missed out on stuff? Just growing up?
I haven't really missed out on a lot, but because of my condition, about 4 years ago, they said I wasn't allowed playing any sports or anything because if I get hit the wrong way, I could die. So I can't do none of that stuff. But other than that,
So, do you have any other friends who are also in need of an organ donation?
Well, I've met a lot of people that have on this trip that have needed organs or waiting or people passing away. But none of my close friends at home don't have nothing like that.
Question? We got someone over here. Okay.
Yeah, I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about your condition, what it is and how it affects you.
All right, here you go.
Does that to me all the time. Okay, Kristopher was born with a very serious liver disease when he was actually 4 days old. He had to go through his first operation. The disease is a liver disease. It's called Biliary Atresia. And most infants that contract that disease, they don't live past 2 years old unless they get a transplant, which is really hard to get at that time. Somehow, Kristopher has survived 20 operations to keep alive. He's got an incredible will to survive. He's not letting the disease win. And that's the other message he wants to give to everybody. Anybody that's got personal challenges in your life, don't let those challenges overtake you, because look at this young boy, what he's gone through, and and look what he's doing. So. we seeing somebody up there? Bottom?
Hey, I was just wondering, how do you sign one of those donor cards?
Okay, in your province, Nova Scotia, the donor register, donor card comes in your license. So when you go get your license, you'll see an available card. What we're trying to do is get the province, we're actually trying to meet with Premier Ham in Halifax in a few days. We're going to try and encourage them to make these donor cards more available, not just restrict them to a driver's license. So, with the Board of Education here in Halifax, we're going to try and encourage these donor cards to be available at every school right across Nova Scotia. So we're going to have a meeting with them and see if that can become available. But right now, you can, when you go for your driver's license, that's where you can sign up to be an organ donor.
Hi. What made you want to go around the different provinces and do this?
Well, about 4 years ago, George walked across Canada to do the same thing. In '95, he received a liver, and he wanted to walk across Canada to thank and to make the message out about organ and tissue donation. And about 2001, was it? Or 2002, he came to my small town, Sarnia, and I met him, and then I carried the torch through Sarnia for him, and then after I met him again, and then sure enough I asked him if I could do the same thing he did. Then a year after that, I did it, and I'm here.
He forgot to mention he wanted to meet a lot of hot chicks across the country.
Chris, her name is Laura Landry. Right there.
Gotta go, Chris.
She doesn't like this room. Last year she fell down and hit a finger to the hospital. She's falling down again this year, I see. Anyone else?
Right here in front.
You said that Canada had a low donor rate. Why would the rate be so low here?
That's a very good question. There's a lot of reasons. One of the reasons is because this issue just hasn't gotten the attention that it deserves. It's been one of the most well-kept secret, about this issue. Most people that we're going across Canada don't know much about organ and tissue donations, don't know what the rate is, don't know that Canada's the lowest. It just hasn't been talked about. So it's time to start lighting that fire, and let everybody know how important it is, because we do have the potential to save 4,000 Canadians right now. If we got our government to act on this like tomorrow, we got the potential to save Kristopher's life right away and 4,000 other Canadians. So that's why, we're on the road right now. So we can plant these seeds and get people like yourself and other students here to help, spread this message, bring it to the forefront. Do everything you can with the student council, whatever. Just, we got to get this message out to our MLAs and to our MPs and let them know how important it is.
And also, whenever you put your name on a list for an organ, how long would the average time wait list be?
Okay, I'm going to explain the system, because these are all great questions. Great questions. Right now, Canada does not have a right